Hello guys, welcome back. So here in this session, we'll start vendor down payment. Okay. So what is this vendor down payment? In previous session, what we have done, we have posted the vendor's invoice. Everything is same. Whatever was there in ECC, the same thing is there almost in S4HANA guys. There is no much changes. Okay. Now, again, this down payment, it was there in ECC, it is there in S4HANA also. So the version is going to be changed. It doesn't mean that everything will be changed. Slight changes will be there. Okay, and it is not right now. Even earlier also, whenever like versions were getting changed, earlier also small changes were there. And it's for every ERP, for every software, for every applications, what is happening, guys? Improvement will keep on happen, right? Okay. Now, so if we talk about vendor down payment, what is this vendor down payment, guys? Down payment is nothing but advance payment. You get here, down payment means advance paid to vendor. These advances may be paid to the vendor for purchase of goods from vendor or purchase of services from vendor. So, say for example, Tata Motor is like, let's suppose, uh, going to procure a material from a particular vendor. So that vendor is saying that I will supply the material only if you pay 30% amount in advance. Okay, in the sense whatever the estimated amount is there, right, out of which 30% amount suppose they paid by Tata Motor in advance, or 50% in advance, 20% in advance, right? So that is called down payment. So this is also payment itself, guys, but this is we are paying in advance, right? We are paying in advance. That is the first thing, and second thing is, so this is the advance payment. And then what is happening? Let's suppose 30%. 30% means how much, guys? Let's suppose 1000 worth of invoice. In the sense 1000 worth of item we are going to order. So 30% means 300, right? Or is 10,000 worth of item we are going to order. So 30% means 3000, right? So here 3000 worth of down payment, right? So once we made the down payment, then what will happen, guys? Then vendor will deliver the goods along with invoices worth of 10,000. So now this is the invoice. This is our down payment. This is our invoice. And then finally, how much payment is going to be made? Of course, 7,000, because 3,000 we have already made the payment, and 7,000 worth of payment will be now. So generally what happened when we, okay, one thing is there, guys, if you are able to remember, whenever we post the invoices, when we post the invoice, let's suppose invoice worth of 10K, right? Invoice worth of 7K, invoice worth of 8K, right? Invoice worth of 12K. So if these all are unpaid invoices, in the sense we have not made payment yet, right? So these all invoices are open item, in the sense red color symbol, if you guys are able to remember. Open item means unpaid invoices. Unpaid invoices in the sense this transaction is still open, isn't it? Still open, right? This transaction is still open. It is not settled yet. Settled in the sense we have purchased the goods on credit. Have we made the payment? No, we have not made the payment yet. So that is open. The moment you make the payment, immediately it is gone. It's not open item. Now it will be under list of cleared item. Cleared item means that's gone. It's over. Finished. We have purchased the item, right? After some time we have made the payment. That's it. Account is settled, right? Now here down payment, what is happening, guys? Down payment will be when you have made the payment, down payment, that will be your open item. When we receive the invoice, that is also system will show open item itself. Why? Because down payment means we have made the payment. For which purposes? We are receiving the, we have to receive certain item from vendor, right? So this is not settled yet, even though we have made the payment in advance, but this is not settled yet, right? Now, invoice we have received, this is also open item. Why? Because this one is also unsettled. Now the question is 3,000 we have already paid. It's okay. 3,000 we have paid, but 7,000 still remaining balance is there now. So when you make the payment of 7,000, then what will happen? Now all together this three line item will be settled and it is going to be cleared. Okay. So by the time you make the payment, right, until unless you make the payment, this down payment and invoice both will be treated as an open item itself. Okay. How it is going to be, I'll tell you guys. So look at here, down payment is advance payment. Now, so certain configurations we have to do. Now create down payment reconciliation account for FS00 by using transaction code FS00. So what is this reconciliation account, guys? Anyone? So let's suppose we have multiple vendor, right? Okay. So for this all vendor, let's suppose we have like posted invoice worth of 7,000 here, 6,000 here, 3,000, right? 8,000, 5,000, 2,000. These all are, let's suppose, open items are there, right? We know very well these are different vendor against different vendor, different worth of invoice we have posted. These all are open item. It means this is our payable. You have to pay these all amount. How much? Look at here, 53,000. 53,000 is our total payable. So the question is, how we came to know that this 50, this is your vendor, right? This is invoice amount. So I said we have to create a reconciliation account. Say, for example, this is your reconciliation account. This is a GL account. Now here what will happen? The same GL account is assigned to every vendor whenever we create the vendor master, right? Vendor master in the, I mean to say BP or vendor master, whatever you say. Okay. Whenever you create a business partner, right? Vendor is your business partner, customer is also your business partner, right? Now, so generally, whenever we create a business partner, or supplier master, vendor master, whatever you say. So look at here, guys. We have to give this reconciliation account. I have created one BP, and this is business partner, that in the form of vendor. If you set up second one, then also you have to assign the reconciliation account. Same reconciliation account we have because this is common, right? Now here, what will happen? I'll just do one thing. I think not this. This is also different one. So let me log in here. So generally what happens, guys, now let's have a look. Whenever we post the invoice, FB60, TM05, this is my supplier number, means vendor number, right? Let's suppose 06022025. Look at here, guys, right? Now, recently New Year came and it's almost like 1 month is over, right? Feels like just few days back itself we have celebrated the first Jan and 1 month is over, right? Anyway, so here 2,000 worth of invoice I am posting. 4,004, let's suppose this is the purchase account. 2,000 worth of invoice, press enter, everything is fine. So when I save it, so this transaction is, this amount is updated where? It is updated FBL1N, right? It is updated where? Against this vendor, right? This vendor account. Look at here, 2,000 worth of open item is there, isn't it? Likewise, we have posted the amount against a different vendor also, right? Against a different another vendor also. So if you want to find the total payable, are we going to check like vendor wise one by one? No. In this vendor, a common reconciliation account we have already added. So what we have to do, open one more screen and you can go to FBL3 and look at here, 2,000. right? Execute. This is what is your total payable, right? This is what is our total payable. Look at here, isn't it? So I'll just do one thing here. Okay, just do one thing now. Mount in document currency. These two, just send it here. Copy and then just synchronize. Okay, now. So look at here, guys. It is there. In reconciliation account also it is updated in the form of open item itself. What about another invoices? If you click here all item, then whichever cleared items are there, that is also visible. Look at here, these all are cleared, whereas this one is still open. In the sense, it is, look at here, clearing document is not generated. It means this is open. So if you check this account payable in the sense like this reconciliation account, you can check this all consolidated, whichever invoices we have posted against all the vendor, right? FBL3N means vendor wise, sorry, FBL1N vendor wise, right? And FBL3N, it means these all are getting updated against same GL account now. So if you check this GL balance itself, if you come to know that 53K is the consolidated figure, so you came to know that this is our total payable. But I'll tell you guys, this is our total payable 53,000 rupees. Is it a correct figure? I don't think so. It is not the correct figure, right? How? Because say for example, 7,000 worth of invoices there, but there are certain vendor and there are certain invoices. Let's suppose 3,000 here, 3,000 down payment we have made. Here we have made the payment of down payment, let's suppose 2,000, right? Here we have made down payment 4,000, isn't it? Here we have made down payment 1,500, right? Here again we have paid down payment 1,500. Not for every, but few vendors. Okay, not for every, but few vendor. So now, okay, so if we talk about what is our total payable, guys, then look at here. We need the consolidated figure of this one. Okay. So is this the total payable? No. This amount, and we need a consolidated figure of down payment down payment also, na? We need the consolidated figure of down payment also. So now what is happening, guys? Down payment, let's suppose here 12,000. 12K is our down payment. So what is our total payable, guys? Total payable means this one minus this one, right? Total payable means this one minus this one. What is happening, guys? So it is not a very sure. Anyway, so how much, guys? 41K. Let me type manually. Right? Total payable means 41K. So look at here. We need a consolidated figure of this one. So we have created a reconciliation account that is assigned to the vendor master. We came to know total payable 53K. But this is not the actual payable, guys. We need a consolidated figure of our down payment also. So in order to get the consolidated figure of down payment, again we have to create another reconciliation account, guys. Let's suppose I have created another reconciliation for down payment also. So that whichever down payments are there, that will be posted against this GL. So if you check this GL balance, you came to know that this GL balance is 12K, right? 53K minus 12K. So 41K is our total down, right? When we prepare, when a financial statement is prepared, we have to show that this is our liability, this is our total payable. So what is our actual payable? Actual payable means this one minus this total, right? So this total you will be getting from this GL, and this total you will be getting from this GL. That is the reason we have to create another reconciliation account for Down payment also. Down payment, guys, this topic supposed to be completed. You check on YouTube, in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it is completed. Right? But try to understand the purpose. Okay. So that's the reason I have written here, create a down payment reconciliation account. Right. So what we have to do? We have to create a down payment reconciliation account first. Now, I'll just do one. Go to FS00 and down payment, guys. This one. This is our liability payable. But what about the money which we have paid in advance? This is our assets, right? I have paid in advance means that is your assets, isn't it? And these are our liability because these are the unpaid amount. So we have to pay in future, right? But these are advance. Advance, whatever advance is there, that is your asset. So under asset sides, we are going to create a reconciliation. So look at here, guys. 1006 is already created, right? So create another 1007. I'm going to create and reconciliation account. Now this is a balance sheet item. Now here under asset, we are going to create, and here I'll just make it like vendor down payment DP account. Okay. Okay. Now simply you need to select here customer vendor, whatever it is. So vendor it is. Right now customer is not started yet. So key you can give anyone. Anyway, this logic is already explained. So just give 001. Here you can give G00, G067 for reconciliation account. Press enter. No need to apply any check mark here because reconciliation account by default it is post automatically. This reconciliation account, just save it. If you try to post automatically means what, guys? You cannot post any transaction manually against this GL account if you apply a check mark. But reconciliation account by default it is, you won't be able to post the transaction against reconciliation account manually. Manually it is not possible to post the transaction against reconciliation account. So if anybody asks, can we post a transaction directly against reconciliation account? No, it is not. It is not possible. Okay, it is prohibited, isn't it? And actually, what is the purpose of creating this reconciliation account? Right? So the purpose is already pretty clear that it is assigned to the vendor. So whichever amounts are getting posted in the vendor master, those amounts will be updated, right, against the reconciliation account also. Okay. Now, what next? So we have created a reconciliation account. Link this down payment reconciliation account with the vendor account, vendor reconciliation account. This is our vendor reconciliation account. In vendor master, how many reconciliation account you can give, guys? We can assign a single reconciliation account itself, right? In vendor master, you can assign a single reconciliation account. That's it. But what about this one, this down payment reconciliation account? So we have to link this down payment reconciliation account with this reconciliation account. How? So there is, look at here, this transaction code OBYR. So use this OBYR. OBYR. Okay, so look at here, OBYR is there, and we are going to use which one, guys? This one, down payment. Okay, down payment, this one we are going to use. Okay, so just double click on A and press enter. Okay, so here, what is our reconciliation account which we have created a vendor? That is 2000. And which one is the new reconciliation account for down payment that we have created? That is 1000, 1006, 6 or 7, guys. It is 7, I think, right? 1007. So assign reconciliation account 1007. Press enter. So here what we have done, we have assigned this. Okay. Just save it. Okay. Okay. How many times this is going to be created, guys? Customize. PR is already. This is fine. Okay. So now. So anyway, so this is already saved. Now, So these two settings we have to perform, and after that, what is happening, guys? Our testing. Simply we have to test it. Okay. So how to test it? First of all, what we have to do? First of all, we have to post a down payment. FS48 is the transaction code. There is no changes, guys. Whatever is there in ECC, the same thing is there in S4HANA also, right? Now look at here. In the sense, like slight changes are there in different, like you see business partner, right? Business partner means, of course, changes are there, and whatever I have explained in the business partner, you see the field control, right? At how many level field controls are there? You watch any YouTube videos, you go anywhere, those things are not. It is not available. You won't be finding anywhere, right? At multiple level, field controls are there, right? So those things. That's the reason, like it has taken so many sessions on that. So this is how you guys are going to be exclusive, right? Okay. So let me focus on this one. First of all, we have to post this down payment F-48. So use transaction code. Okay, I'll just open one more screen. F-48. Focus on the logic. Okay. This is how you guys are going to become SAP consultant. Or is this path and transaction code, or like you know, just mugging up the definitions and all will not make you people a consultant. And even if somebody, by mugging up the question and answer, if somebody becomes SAP consultant, what about the survival? Within few days itself, people are going to remove those people, such kind of people. In the sense, like people are very much professional nowadays, guys. They need quality. Okay, so enter your document date, post and posting date. Here we have given. Here we have to enter the vendor account. What is my vendor account, guys? Let me check it here. So this is my company code. Press enter, and this is my vendor account. Look at here. It is getting posted against special GL indicator A. This is how SAP will come to know that this is not a normal transactions. This is special transaction, right? We are making a down payment. This is a special transactions, isn't it? See, I'll tell you one thing. See, look at here, same vendor. I'll just open one more screen. Try to understand. Okay. See, when I post, if there is a question, when I post an invoice against a particular vendor, right? When I post an invoice against, let's suppose, a vendor ABC Limited, okay? When I post an invoice, in that case, what is happening, guys? System will hit reconciliation account 2000. And when we post a down payment against the same vendor, in that case, SAP is going to trigger the reconciliation account 1007. This one we created, right? So the question is how? If this is the question, how many people will be able to respond? See, everybody will, try, everybody will put their effort, but ultimately 98% of the people will not be able to give satisfactory answer, isn't it? It's not like that simply you said something and an interviewer, whoever is taking the interview, conducting the interview, they're having at least 12, 15 years of experience. The moment you guys are going to explain the things, within a second, they will come to know what kind of level you guys are having. That's the reason 95% of the people are getting rejected in the first round itself. Right? Because they know very well that the most likely scrap in the sense like people with the basic knowledge, right, are coming, isn't it? Anyway, so here, how when you post the invoice, look at here. So this reconciliation account, when you post the down payment, this reconciliation account, same vendor. How it is? So look at here, when you post the invoice, right? So it is a normal transaction posting. Here simply we have given the vendor. Supplier is nothing but vendor. We have given the vendor, we have given invoice date, right? Your GL account amount and whatever the amounts are there, this is we have given. But when you post a down payment, guys, down payment is getting posted against special GL indicator. So in that case, what is happening, guys? Now SAP come to know that this is a special transactions. So whenever we post a down payment, in down payment, SAP will trigger this special GL indicator, and then SAP is going to check, okay, this is the special GL indicator. So first of all, SAP will check in this vendor, which reconciliation account is assigned. So SAP found that in this vendor, in background itself, SAP will find that in this vendor, the reconciliation account which is assigned is 2000. Then SAP is going to check, okay, this 2000 and plus special GL indicator A and plus the chart of account also. First of all, from company code, see in background how many programs and how many things are getting triggered, guys. It's very difficult, like very complex things are there in background, right? So SAP, first of all, in order to find the down payment reconciliation account, SAP need what? SAP need the chart of account. So chart of account SAP came to know because that we have linked with this company code. Then chart of account SAP came to know that chart of account is TM05. In that TM05, again, combinations. This special GL indicator, and then what is happening, guys? We are having this in this vendor, whatever reconciliation account is there, that will be triggered by system. So against that, whatever special GL account, in the sense whatever another reconciliation we have assigned, that will be triggered. Look at here, chart of account will be triggered by system. Special GL indicator also, that SAP came to know here from the transaction itself, right? And then from this vendor, SAP will trigger the vendor reconciliation account, that is 2000, and against that, whatever GL we have assigned, that will be triggered by system. Okay, so simply you have to say while posting the invoice, this is a normal transaction. So here SAP will trigger the reconciliation account which we have assigned, which is there in the vendor master. So that will be triggered. But when we post a down payment is a special transaction which is getting posted against special GL indicator. So here SAP will check special GL indicator and the reconciliation account which is assigned to the vendor master. So against these two combinations, whatever GL account we have assigned, reconciliation account assigned, that will be triggered by system. Okay, if you practice once and twice, easily you guys will come to know. Okay, when I explain something, it doesn't mean that in the same way you have to explain. You can explain in your language. Try to understand the concepts, and then if somebody is going to ask the same question 10 times, guys, you can answer in a 10 different way, but the meaning will be same, right? This is what, if you are having understanding. And if you simply mugged up same question, if I ask or anybody ask like 10 times, every time same word, same sentence, even comma, full stop, whatever is there, everything is the same. These are people will come to know. Okay, so let me, so here we have given directly give the account. This is our which one? Okay, bank account. And how much amount, guys? Let's suppose 10,000 worth of invoice, so 3,000, 30% down payment we are making. So this 3,000 I have given. Anything else? Nothing. Just press enter. Okay, so look at here, number and related issues. So what I have to do, guys? Now KZ document type. KZ document type, which is this one, guys. So where I have to go, OB A7, and check here KZ document type. Somebody has assigned 15. I'll just assign 01. And then now, so once again I have to use F-48, and here vendor special GL indicator. Then you can give your bank account. Here amount we are going to give 3,000. Text down payment. Press enter. And here once again star you can give, or this amount if you want to enter you can. Here plus you can give, right? And if you want to see the accounting entry, simulate here. Okay, this is what the accounting entry here. The bank is getting credited and your vendor is getting debited here, right? Against special GL indicator. Now just save it. Okay, so what about this transaction, guys? Now come here. We have one open item 2000. Okay, now so just come back and execute. So look at here, still we are having 2000 itself. This is our invoice. What about down payment? Down payment is not appearing. So just come down. So here we are having special GL transactions. You need to select this one. Then look at here, down payment is there, right? There are down payment, guys. What is the document number? 1069, right? Okay. So this is our down payment. Now what is happening? So let's suppose we have made the down payment, we have made the advance payment. Now vendor will send the invoice worth of 10,000. So go to FB60 and here we'll post the invoice as well. Just select the vendor here. Invoice amount is how much? First of all, give the current date. In current date itself, let's suppose 10,000, 4,004, and here also 10,000 I'm giving. If you press enter, then here there'll be a notification that there is a down payment already existing for this vendor. That's fine. This is just an information, right? If you want to save, just save it. Or else if you want to give any details here, text message, let's suppose down payment document number we can give here so that you can come to know that this invoice belongs to, in the sense that down payment and this invoice is having relation. Anyway, now, so what is happening here? Look at here. So now we are having this 3,000, this is your down payment and this is our invoice. Okay, now this is down payment, this is the invoice. So now what is happening, guys? When we have to, so this is going to be cleared only once you make the payment. Down payment is there in open item and this one is there also shown by system as an open item itself. Okay, so here make the payment. Left dash 53. So here 0602 and okay, so you can give your bank account. How much amount, guys? So 10,000 worth of invoice, 3,000 worth of down payment, so 7,000. The balance amount we are going to make the payment. And here you must have to give your special GL indicator. If you don't give special GL indicator and if you press enter, then look at here, only invoices are coming. Down payment is not coming, right? So what we have to do, we need to bring down payment also, because along with this invoice, even down payment also supposed to be cleared, right? Where it is? Not here, here. The down payment also supposed to be cleared, right? Along with multiple screens are open, guys. Okay, so along with this down payment invoice, this down payment also supposed to be cleared. Now, so here once again amount, account, and this is amount. If you want to enter text, you can, or else just give your vendor number, press enter. Oh my god, once again I made the mistake here, guys. So we have to give special GL indicator also, and then everything is fine. Press enter. Now look at here, our down payment is also appearing, right? So this is our invoice, this is our down payment, and this is the another invoice. So right now what is happening, we are making payment for this 10,000 only, right? Not for this 2,000. So double click on this 2,000, so that is deselected. Now what is happening, 10,000 worth of invoice, out of which 3,000 down payment we have already made. So total how much? We have entered 7,000, and even SAP is also assigned 7,000. SAP is also saying that yes, 7,000 itself. That's the reason here differences are 0, right? So you want to see the accounting entry, click on simulate and look at here accounting entry. Now look at here, guys, same vendor, two line items are there or not, right? This same vendor is credited with 3,000 and same vendor is debited with 10,000. Two line items are getting generated. Why? Because with the help of this debit 10,000, now what will happen, guys? This credit 10,000 will be cleared. Here credit 10,000 is there. So the debit 10,000 and credit 10,000 will nullify, right? And here debit 3,000 is there. For this, what is happening, guys? There is a credit 3,000 is there. So with this line item, what is happening, guys? This credit 3,000 will clear. With the help of that line item, this debit 3,000 will be cleared. So both line items are going to be cleared at a time. The moment you post this down payment, it is going to be cleared, right? So here what is happening, guys? When you have posted a down payment, let me save it. And then if you refresh, look at here, those two line items are gone, isn't it? So when you post a down payment also will be shown as an open item. And then when you post the invoice also will be shown by system as an open item. final, when you make the final payment, at that point of time, both down payment and plus invoices will be cleared. Now here the simple question is, in down payment there is no much questions guys, interview questions, but if anybody has to ask, then they can ask this one like, okay, while posting the normal invoices, system triggered this vendor reconciliation account, whereas when we post a down payment, then system triggered down payment reconciliation account. Here the similarity is, vendor invoice also we post against same vendor, and down payment is also being posted against same vendor, right? So how two different reconciliation accounts are triggered by system? So simply you have to say, when you post the vendor invoice, this is the just a normal transactions where system will trigger the reconciliation account which is assigned against vendor master. Whereas when we post the down payment, this is special transaction which is posted against special GL indicator A, and this is how SAP will check. Okay, special GL indicator A is there, so special GL indicator A and plus from vendor master, SAP will trigger the reconciliation account. So against the combination of vendor master reconciliation account plus special GL indicator, whichever the down payment reconciliation account is assigned, that will be triggered by system. Is there any other player which is playing a role? Of course, another player is chart of account, right? Because when you assign the GL account, that is getting assigned against chart of account itself. Chart of account, if you forgot also, it's okay. If you explain in this way, people will come to know that yes, you are having understanding, right? So this is all about the down payment, guys. Okay, so that's all in this session. That's all.